Hello, everyone. Mallory here, Services District Educator for our Austin Ulta salons. And I'm excited to share one of many techniques that we have here at Ulta Academy. This particular one being a root drop, which you can find in our balayage mastery classes. So the first thing I did to start off this technique was I divided the hair into 4 quadrants. As you can see, I'm starting in the back right quadrant. I'm working from the bottom of the head or the nape to the very top of the head. I'm taking about an 1/8" diagonal back subsections. And as I first apply it, my brush stays horizontal to apply that into zone 1. Then I turn my brush vertically and I sweep that color down into zone 2, mimicking points of light. If you remember from maybe our balayage mastery or in hair color essentials, we really describe the points of light as mimicking where the light would hit and adding the brightness. So in a root melt, we're doing the opposite. We're bringing that depth down and really making sure that we're feathering into those points of light, but we're still keeping them. We're going to continue working up the head in this manner, alternating those points of lights, just to make sure that our guest has a really seamless finish. So let's go over some product selection. Today I'm using 05CB. They're in zone 1, and zones 2 and 3 is a mixture of 09NB with 05CB and clear. If I'd been in the salon, I probably would have used Orange Kicker or 08C. However, I am at home just like the rest of the country, so I'm just kind of using what I have. So I'm just grateful I was able to find something with some copper in it so that I could play up with this. Shades EQ Gloss or Cream is going to be ideal for this because it allows for a really soft fade that makes maintenance and touch-ups way easier. A lot of the reason people get balayages is for less maintenance. So by using an acidic demi color, not only is it going to help seal down that cuticle and add a lot of shine, it's going to keep that low maintenance like our guests are wanting. So one of the main questions I get is, how do I prevent that spotting as I'm doing my root drop? Great question, and the answer is going to be treatments. We can utilize something like the cat treatment or the Redken pre-art treatment to equalize the porosity. So think of the hair as a dry sponge, and if you go and you lay a color over a dry sponge and you haven't filled those kind of holes on it, you're gonna get spots. So the idea is we fill that hair with a treatment so the porosity is normal and it gives you a nice smooth canvas to work on. So I had continued up the front right quadrant, unfortunately had forgotten to hit record, so we missed that part. But what you saw there was me sectioning out what we call that moneymaker piece or just the front hairline. This step is optional. This is if your guest really wants that brightness around the face. I prefer separating this just to make sure that I treat that individually because I don't want to bring that root drop down too far and my blondes feel brunette. So that's what you saw me doing there. So let's dive a little bit deeper into this process and formulation. So I'm applying my root drop and my toner at the same time, making this a single process. This is gonna save me time, and if you've ever been to one of my Ulta Academy classes, you'll hear me say a lot, time is money. We are in this to make money, not be starving artists. We wanna be productive artists. I formulated my toner for each zone, meaning I did full strength 05CB in zone 1 because that hair hasn't been fully lightened yet. It still has all of its keratin in it. Porosity is pretty good, right? And then when I get down to the ends, even though my target shade is a 9 and I'm applying a 9 on it, I still cut it with a little bit of clear. We call that dilution solution. And what that does is it prevents those ends from taking the toner too dark, and it's gonna leave you with a brighter, more desirable result. So I'm moving on to the front section here, and what I'm about to do is show you that this is a small little section. I mean, it's maybe half of an inch. It could be more, it could be less. It just depends on how big of a bright piece that you want around the face. I'm only barely applying this to zone 1. And right here, you'll see I'm about to use my peace sign. That's me not going any whiter than that when I go to my subsections. That's gonna keep you nice and clean and organized. It's gonna keep that color off my guest's face. And it's gonna make sure that I get the control that I need / want when applying this. So just recapping over this technique and thinking about some of our key takeaways, even looks that require multiple services with this technique, you can cut that in half. A lot of times we're brought photos where, it's probably been 2-3 services, and those are our guest expectations. It's just the reality of the situation. So this allows us to be able to bring it back and maybe not replicate that picture to the T because it will require multiple services, #consultation, but it will allow us to get close to it. So they see that dimension and they see all those multiple colors going through it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video and learn just a really quick, fun technique that can really bring value to services. And this is one of about 5 techniques that you'll learn when you attend an Ulta Beauty Balayage Mastery class. Definitely hit me up if you want to learn how you can attend one of these classes when we're back in the business, or even better, if you'd love to join our team so you can experience all 12 of these classes. And as always, I'd love to answer any questions you might have over anything in this video. So just drop those in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to share more of this amazing content with you. Goodbye. Did anyone catch my little photo bomber earlier in that video?